Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome to Generation 2 Part 10? No, 11. I got there in the end. 11 of my Medieval Legacy Challenge. We are joining Rose and little baby Vivienne. Thomas has actually gone to work already, and he's going to be really tired when he gets home, which is just what you want in a cranky husband. You remember in the last part I had the risky woohoo, which was Rose's way of trying to make up with Thomas. He's got his nose out of joint because he feels like she's been neglecting him for her work, hanging out with nobility and excluding him. Whether or not I agree with Thomas, you know, it's not like Rose can take a modern girl power attitude to the whole thing. Like, she's married to him, she will be married to him until one of them dies. There's no alternative. So even though he's being a jerk, and the thing is, I think he's just insecure. I mean, there's no excuse for him, you know, getting festering grudges and stuff. But I will say, despite all of the tense and angry moodlets he's been getting, at no point has he actually really lashed out at her. He hasn't, you know, said anything super offensive. He's just been upset quietly, and she's known it. So things happen in relationships, right? You know, people get mad. Now, you may have noticed she just did a vom little animation there. I did say in the last part, if she gets pregnant, she gets pregnant. She has gotten pregnant from that particular woohoo. She is eating for two. I did get the notification while I was sort of tidying up after the last part. Some stuff that I've done for your information. Because Vivienne is the youngest child in the family, she's got 3 older cousins. I have aged up all of her cousins to be children. So little Desiree over in the Forgotten Hollow Kingdom and Crispin and Jonathan are all now children. I also went in and aged up members of the royal family. So the new crown prince, who I believe is Prince Richard Windenburg, is the child of Queen Grace and Prince Charles, who is her husband. The other loose end from the last part, the book has been delivered and the toy came back. The librarian / bookseller very kindly has given us the toy that Vivienne left at his shop. So I'm going to have her give it back and say, don't lose it again. And then we will throw a little birthday party for Vivienne. Technically her birthday was actually Tuesday. It's now Wednesday in game. If I leave it much longer, she's going to age up on her own. Oh, I've also aged up Olivia, but I've kind of tried to go in her look for like older, middle-aged look. Anyway, we'll invite them over and then I'm going to have her cook a cake. And then she can tell them that she's pregnant. Now, obviously, this is all happening while Thomas isn't here, which isn't great in terms of his feeling isolated and left out. Oh, I should have invited his dad over too. Maybe Henry can talk some sense into Thomas. Be like, boy, use your brain. You have a very attractive wife who clearly loves you. Look at the boys. We've got little Jonathan here. Such a cutie. Where's Crispin? Where's my other cutie? Oh, he's knocking on my door. I gave them both shaggy hair because I love them. Don't ask how those two facts are related because I don't really know. Now, I did not give Vivienne to 5s in everything. She has 4s in thinking, movement, and imagination, and 5s in the other 2. That will obviously give her a boost as a child. The other thing I'm going to have to tackle now that wasn't a factor before is I can't, because Thomas is working out of the home, I've obviously cancelled my stay-at-home everyday holiday because he wasn't going. So it's a bit sad, but, you know, it is what it is. If Vivienne goes to school, I'm not going to stress about cancelling it. I will use all of her vacation days to have her stay home, ideally just when I'm recording. Look how beautiful Isabella looks. I love seeing her in some new outfits. Putting out her candles. Look at that face. Look at her. So adorable. It'll be interesting to see if the new baby is blonde, like the dad. The dad. I'm not even giving him a name anymore. Clearly I'm mad at him. Yay! Happy birthday, little Vivienne. Now, I'm just going to double check the rules for the challenge. From memory, I think she needs to be socially outgoing if she's going to be our new heir, because she's going to be a shopkeeper. So she's going to be like merchant generation. So I will put her on social. Bookworm, probably not. Oh, perfectionist actually, because she'll make higher quality items and she's probably going to have to sell craftables. Right, let's have a look at her face and then I'll give her a quick makeover. Let's just wait for the sparkles to die down a little. Very cute. So I'll just give her a super quick makeover and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, guys, she's a real cutie. I have a feeling I may have used this same hair on Desiree. I actually can't remember, but I don't have a lot of curly girl hairs in the game. I've got a little bit of CC. I clearly need to go shopping. So this is her everyday wear. Oh, I should do a close-up first. This is her beautiful little face with, you know, eyelashes added and that kind of thing. How cute she is. Hold still, sweetie. Let the people see you. So I also double-checked the rules, and I actually don't think social's the right choice for her. I actually think we should be putting her on creative. To be chosen as the heir out of Rose's children, it has to be the one with the highest combined cooking and mixology skill. They do have to work on their charisma as a teen. That part is true. But then they have to work on a craft skill and then sell the goods. I figure if I have her start working on her creativity now, that will actually be a real benefit. So this is her formal wear. This is one of the 2 CC curly long hairs that I have, but I just didn't want to use it on every outfit. I have athletic wear. I tend to go for short dress, tights, shoes for all my female sims for athletic wear because it's tricky. This is her sleepwear. It's like her little slip that she wears under her clothes. We have party wear. It's a bit of a fancy dress. Obviously, she's getting a few more as we go through. They get more outfits. So this is her swimming wear, which again is a slip with tights. That's her hot weather gear. It may look familiar. And this is her winter wear, which is her everyday, plus a beanie. I would like to put gloves on her, but I don't have any CC gloves. And the only gloves that we have for kids are like really obviously modern ski gloves. So there she is. I think she's gorgeous and I love her. The game loaded and the 3 kids were standing outside just here. I'll show you in a sec. And I was like, I took that as an invitation. So I've set up a club with some activities. We've got being friendly with themselves and the family club, which is I think the previous gen. We have play with toys and play with horseshoes. Of course they do not have much in the way of toys. Now she's going to be a little arty type, so I guess we'll give it that. Oh Rose honey, where are you? Obviously feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Right, we're going to call to meal with Rose. She's going to come down and I think she is feeling very tired, but I do want her to share the big news with her family. I'd like to see her touch in with her mum. So they've got their honey cake, which they've made from honey that they grew themselves in their very own little hive. So once she's done that, I'm going to have her maybe go outside and play with her cousins. Like little Jonathan's already out here, so I might have her go and join him. You know, these guys are all having a big chat and a catch up, and Olivia's explaining how she got a letter from Alana, and it sounds like she's doing really well. She'd written from like a port that the ship she's on docked at. She'd also mentioned that, you know, things might be looking up like there could be a potential courtship with Colton. Obviously, you and I know that we were waiting to see if she was pregnant. She didn't mention she was pregnant in the in the letter to Olivia. So it's probably safe to assume that she's not. Obviously, we won't really know until she gets back. Alana's come out to check on her boys. Been like, how are you all going out here? I think she's feeling, I mean, she is still very, very sad about Maroon, but I think she's also feeling sad about the situation with Thomas. I might have her ask for advice from David. He's in a relationship with a human. What's going on over here? Oh, he just got an adoring sentiment towards Olivia. Olivia's not really telling her family that there's sort of trouble in paradise, I guess. I think maybe she's a little bit embarrassed by it, but she's telling them that she's pregnant, and they obviously know that the dog just died. So I expect they're chalking everything up to that. Now, Alana's just left. And it looks like most of the rest of them are as well. Thomas has just come home. He's very, very tired. So I'm going to have him come in and, you know, make polite comments to the family. He knew they were all coming in to sort of see Vivienne and wish her a happy birthday. We'll say that they saved this slice of cake for him. Obviously they didn't, but we'll say that they did. Isabella's like, I've got to go. Gotta go get Victor ready for dinner. He's checking in with Olivia as well, and poor Rose is just, they got a sentiment? Now, has he got negative? Yeah, he does. See, he's got his simmering rage again. I'm gonna get him to take care of his most pressing needs and then go to bed. I know it's only like 6 p.m, but yeah, they're clearly both struggling. It's super early in the morning, and of course now these two are awake. I'm going to have them talk, and we'll see if they can talk it out. Maybe if I can have them get a positive sentiment to one another, it might override the grudge. Now, the other thing I want to check is how long it has left to run. Yeah, see, it's down to like a quarter. I'm going to have him talk to her. We'll ask about how long she thinks before the baby's due. Rose, you gotta come back, honey. I know this is all very confronting. Apparently we're going to go up to the bedroom and cry. So she's run away. He's tried to ask her, and she's just run away and cried. And now he's feeling super sad as well. She's going to ask him for advice. You know, what can I do to make you feel more involved in my career? If you feel like I'm isolating you or leaving you alone and are concerned, what could I do to make you feel better? You know, because I love you and I don't want you to be sad. He's about to leave for work. He's like, look, I will think about it. Thank you for offering. I do appreciate it. I'll have a think about if there's anything you could do, because obviously I can't come with you. The nobility are not going to accept me coming with you. And I would be no help to you in a kitchen. And she's like, well, she didn't want to say it, but, you know, he would be no help. Rose is showing little Vivienne how to take care of the garden, which is super sweet. I did have to get rid of one of my Talented Kid mod packages, which was the one for cooking. So Vivienne can't learn to cook until she's a teen, but she can still garden, which is nice. So we've had a pretty productive day. Little Vivienne is inspired and working on painting, so she's working on her aspiration, which is great. It would actually be good to get her to max this out, because I think the reward for this one is the like trait that lets you create better art or something, or like you level your creative skills faster, I think. Not 100% sure, but obviously that would be a beneficial skill for her to have as an adult. So we'll work on that. Little Rose, in the meantime, is trying to kind of get her husband on her good side by cooking a roast chicken. So she's bought a chicken, gone to the market, bought a chicken, she's done the washing. Things kept breaking and she fixed them. We had the toilet and the shower. We've got washing on the line. The garden's in a good state. She's basically had a really productive housewife day. Not saying that that's what Thomas necessarily expects or demands from her. I think it's what society would expect from her, and I think maybe part of him being a bit disgruntled is that some of that fell on him when Vivienne was younger, and obviously the fact Vivienne is now a child, there are a lot of things she can help with around the house as well, so that will take some of the housekeeping pressure off both of them. Thomas has been promoted, you guys. Thomas is a master blacksmith. He will now make an additional $4 an hour for a total of $20 an hour. That's not a very financial career. He also got a 500 simoleon bonus. That's awesome. His next shift is tomorrow because this is a 5-day-a-week, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. It is a long shift. But yeah, master blacksmith. He's not currently feeling bitter or angry or any of those things. So I'm going to have him come in and I want him to give his wife a hug and then grab a serving of food. She's going to grab one as well. Now, are you hungry, little one? You are not. So I'm going to have her just play, and then hopefully the kids, being the grown-up adults, can have a bit of a chat, because obviously their conversation this morning did get interrupted. He's come home and he's like, that chicken smells amazing. And he's mentioning how he got promoted. And she's like, well, that's wonderful news. Congratulations. Now, he has not got that moodlet, and I'm actually hoping that it's gone. It is gone. And they have a new sentiment, closer from happy memories. He's obviously really feeling the whole coming home to a hot meal. It's okay. Come downstairs and eat, please, before you have an argument over something trivial. She's feeling sad because he was feeling sad, or he was feeling bad. So she's obviously feeling very sympathetic towards his insecurities, which is really sweet. I'm glad he's obviously he's had all day hitting molten metal with a big hammer, and has gotten all of his frustration out, and hopefully now is feeling a bit better. So, dude, I know you had a stressful day at work. And she's like, he swore. Okay, well, you need to make up to your wife, okay, sir? So I'm going to get you to ask about her day, because she's obviously worked her butt off for you. And he's going to gossip. He's going to tell her about some of the stuff that he heard. And I might have him clean up her plate as well, just to show his appreciation for her. Because, frankly, except she's like, no, let me do that. That's Rose for you. That's my girl. I mean, she does have the neat trait, so I don't think she could walk away from... Why do you keep getting this angry moodlet? I'm so confused. I actually am wondering if that's a glitch. I'm going to get rid of it, and we'll see if it comes back. Because she hasn't actually been angry about anything. She's been sitting here, like, drawing trees and sticking macaroni on them and stuff. Now, you two, make up. Give her a heartfelt compliment about how beautiful she looks. You know, when she's swelling with child, he thinks, you know, she looks magnificent. And he can't understand sometimes how come she puts up with him or why she wanted to marry him in the first place, and he's being quite self-deprecating about the whole thing. And she's like, well, of course I love you. You know, you've given me a beautiful daughter, you've given me another child, and, you know, you're kind and you're funny and you're very, very talented, and boosting his ego. And all of it is true. I mean, she's not lying. But, yeah, she's basically saying, look, I love you, I will always love you, and even though my work takes me away from you and takes me away from Vivienne at times and will take me away from this baby that I'm pregnant with at times, it doesn't mean that I don't love you, and it doesn't mean that the nobles that I'm serving are better than you, or that I think that they're better than you, or anything. And seems to be taking all of that quite well, so I'm going to have her kiss his neck, and then I might have them go and woohoo. That should also help with his fun need, and she needs a drink. Come down. You can come down and get some water. But his grudge, his negative sentiment is gone. He actually has a high-quality fun sentiment. She's giving him some high-quality fun right now. She's like, look, you know, you had a really stressful day at work and you did get promoted, so how about I help you out with that tension that you have? Oh my god. That was an incredibly enthusiastic yes. So Vivienne's like, ugh. Adults are gross. So I'm tempted to stick around and see what baby Rose has, whether she has a boy or a girl. I mean, we might as well. And I'll have a look through the name suggestions in the meantime that you guys have given, because it would be cool to see what she's pregnant with. I am dying to know. I do anticipate Vivienne will end up being our heir, but it would still, you know, be cool for her to have a sibling, and then we can add them to her little... David, go away. I mean, it's good that David's checking in. I think he maybe got the vibe Thomas and Rose were upset, and he was mostly chalking it up to the situation with the dog. But then did you see the thought bubble he had when he was leaving? He was thinking about woohoo. So I wonder if he got here and maybe they had a window cracked and he was like, sounds like everything's fine. And then left, probably blushing furiously. So I'm actually going to skip ahead. She has just gone into her third trimester, I believe. Yes. So it'll probably be sometime tomorrow that she'll give birth. So little Vivienne has gone out for the day. She's gone to school, but I've told her to make friends, which means, because the rules say that she can't get above a C grade. So if I have her making friends, then she should be fine. Like, it won't increase her performance. It'll actually push it down. So I figure she's out, you know, at a local park or something. Thomas actually has taken the day off from work because he didn't, as a master blacksmith, have the right handiness level. So he couldn't have got promoted from going to work anyway. Plus, I figured his wife's about to go into labour. Now, these guys were gross, so I actually want to wash them again. We're going to say wash in the wash tub. I don't know why. She spent so much time washing them. I don't really know why. They came out gross, but that's fine. So I don't know what's going on with Vivienne. I think it might be a glitch with meaningful stories. I've tried to go through and remove I've removed this buff with UI cheats, I've removed it with MC Command Center, it keeps coming back. So I may have to remove or update the mod. But what I wanted to show you guys, I mentioned a little while ago that I wanted to get them a nice little sort of front porch area, and I have made them one now. It's super cute. Now, one of these chairs Thomas made, I think it's this one. This one he did not. I just bought that one to go with it because I was like, it's cute. But I was thinking it's such a beautiful spring day. The birds are chirping. You know, Rose could sit out here and read about vampires, which is a lovely, wholesome thing to do on a sunny day. She is still keen to help out Oliver. Like, obviously, all of her personal woes notwithstanding, she has not forgotten her brother. Now, are there any things in... Oh, the bathtubs. The bathtubs sell for so much money. All our money problems forever and ever more will be solved by the selling of bathtubs. But I do want to check. There is a love seat here. I'm not so sure about the cushions on it. And there's a gramophone that he can make. We do have our custom content. He could make that for Vivienne. She can't use it yet, but he's definitely going to make that for her. I'm quite happy with that cute little porch. I need to put something on this side. If I hadn't sworn off flower arranging for Rose, it would be the perfect place for a flower arranging table. But it's flower arranging, once you get good in the skill, is a real money spinner, and I didn't kind of want to go down that path with these Sims. Now, tomorrow is her party. Obviously we'll do that in a new part, but I do need to figure out how I'm going to handle that, because obviously she'll have a newborn at home. I guess Isabella could come over and help out again. She did that last time when Vivienne was born. Alright, Vivienne's come back from her play in the park and is randomly getting angry again. She's made friends with Mason, or she's met Mason and Cecilia, who are other Sims in the world, which is great. I do love to see that. And please don't go hit your bunny. It's genuinely not the bunny's fault. Can I get you to do some drawing? Just get it out of your system. Draw lots of people. Oh no, that is the worst time ever. I was about to send her for a nap so that she would be awake when her little bundle of joy comes into the world. She might still be able to nap a little, I'm just saying, but at the moment she's mopping. Thomas is frantically upgrading the toilet to keep himself busy, and Vivienne seems to be feeling better. Interesting. I reset this, and now we can use it again, and then her moodlet ran out on its own and went away. So I'm wondering if that lingering anger moodlet is being caused by the horseshoe thing, which is good because I didn't want to have to uninstall Meaningful Stories. Isabella, I'm here for you. We can go through this together. You don't have to do this alone. While I appreciate that Isabella would be sad about the death of the dog, she doesn't live here, Bentley. And also, no, go away. See, now it says she's angry, but she's not. I'm so confused. I didn't even invite her, but she obviously knew. I was just trying to figure out how to get Isabella here, because I figured she's at least on the mainland and doesn't live that far away, whereas poor Olivia isn't really in a position to midwife for Rose because it's just too far away. So I'm going to get these guys to go up together, and they might wake up poor Rose and just see how she's going. She's got 25 minutes left, and little Vivienne is being mean to the unicorn, so I'm going to send her to bed. Alright, you two, come on. It's kind of go time. Come on, Isabella. I need you up here, honey. I do need you up here. I know, she's still really sad. I think about the dog. She was actually super close to Roan, so it's not that surprising. Now, I did have a look for baby name suggestions, and I thought I had a bigger stash of baby name suggestions than I do. I'm going to give the baby a name, and if you guys have a better suggestion, let me know. Obviously, I'm happy to change it, so we'll see how we go from there. Oh boy, that's exciting. We'll have one of each. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? I'll call him Christopher, and you guys let me know if you have a better suggestion. That's the sound of dread in my heart. Do I have any girl names? I might go for Anna. So we'd have Vivienne, Anna, and Christopher Miller. I think that works. They're nice, sort of more old-fashioned names. And if you guys have better suggestions for the twins, please God, not triplets, let me know. Oh, thank God. So we have one baby here. Where's the other one? Because I only had one basket. Thanks for your help, Isabella. You could have warned me there were two. Oh, it's in here. So I'll see if I can squeeze them in here, if we can still get out the door. Help! So we'll feed I guess we're feeding Christopher first because he's oldest. Now, how did she handle the whole sibling thing? She is feeling sad because she had a new sibling. We're almost ready. We're almost ready, little one. I love how Isabella's just such an instinctive auntie that she's like, come in here. She's like, I'll just give them a cuddle. I mean, you're going to have to just wait a second, Bubby. And then perhaps I could get him to give his son a cuddle. He would be over the moon at having a son, I feel like. You know, maybe it'll make him feel less outnumbered by the ladies in the house. Yeah, I genuinely think he would be over the moon about having a son and an heir to the family name. Now, obviously, the heir in the Medieval Legacy Challenge is different than the heir to the family. And I actually like that it's not the family heir that is the generational heir. The reason being that the game, like the legacy rules, have very strict rules around what resources you start with at the generation, like depending on what parts of the challenge you complete. So the rules are like, you know, pick the one with the highest X and Y skills and stuff, and they start with a set amount of money. But the financial heir, like David being Zachary and Olivia's heir, means he inherits the farm. So either like Oliver would have had to inherit the farm if David had been the heir to the thing, because he couldn't inherit the farm because he had to come and live in this house with its 4 bedrooms and like very set restrictions. So to me, it makes sense that the oldest son not be the heir. So having Vivienne as the oldest child but not a son who would therefore not inherit, not be the heir, makes sense. So this little guy, Christopher, will inherit this house and his father's smithy and probably the business and all the rest of it. So I think that'll make sense. And I put a 1 on the end of her name. Well, I'm obviously going to have to change it. She can't be Anna 1 Miller, especially because that looks a little bit like I've just misspelled anal. I'm sorry, Anna. I didn't mean it. I made a typo. I'm so sorry, baby. Okay, well, let me know if you think I should rename her or keep the name Anna. And I'm going to end this party, you guys. Oh, that's so embarrassing. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands. I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.